Изсъхналия, но тук не се казва.
Нищо, те съхват и вода.
Ученци.
Те са такива, се казват, не знам какво беше.
Хелес, да. Колко е сега, колко е години.
Supreme being, beautiful souls. Today I want to share something with you that I'm sure you have already watched and read a ton of information regarding the runner chaser topic with the twin flames. However, I would like to put out our thoughts and perceptions on this topic, because we have been observing a lot ourselves, and being in such a relationship, in a twin flame relationship, it gives you a much deeper observation and input on why things are happening and how are they happening. So I'm just gonna go straight to the point. There's actually not one runner and not one chaser. Twin flames tend to take roles. So if at the beginning the one is the chaser and the other is the runner, it may happen that later on, at a later stage, they can swap. And there's a very big reason for that. There could be actually several reasons. There's a reason that it could be not your twin flame. There is such a possibility. And there's another reason though, which is much deeper than that. If we take out the mind from the aspect if that is your twin flame or not, if it doesn't matter to you. Because many times real relationships, they also tend to be in this way. There is a tendency of runner chaser. Not everywhere, of course, but where there is opposites. When the one is more yin, the other is more yang. There is a tendency of having a runner-chaser relationship, which can change with time, like I said. And the very deep reason for that is fear and emotional blockages. It's actually fear of letting go of the ego and fear of letting go of the deep emotions. Because the ego and the emotions are very deeply related. If we perceive the fear as a protective mechanism, because many times we tend to speak against the ego and how fears are restricting us and stuff like that, but if we see things very analytically, we will actually understand that both fear and ego are just mechanisms to protect ourselves for something that the soul is not ready yet. And it is okay. It is okay to go a little bit in the lower ego. It is okay to go a little bit in the higher ego. It is okay to form fears. We protect ourselves in this way so that we go back when the time comes, when we feel ready to work on these. As a child, I had a ton of fears. And it took me many years to let go of these fears. Yes, I did start very young. It was I was probably around 3 or 4 years old when I let go of my first fear, which was the fear from the dark. This fear, I don't remember how I let it go, but I remember how I let go my next fear. I was 6 years old and I was about to start school. And I really wanted to fit in this society. And to fit in this society, I was very carefully prepared by my kindergarten teacher. She was a lovely person. And I needed to build up strength to be a part of this society. Because many times there are people who have amazing things happening within themselves, amazing insights to give to the world, but they are not strong enough. And we need to build this strength with time, very slowly and gradually when we're ready. And so my biggest fear I let go at about the age of 32, 33. Can you imagine? And it was the fear of animals. I'm still not entirely out of it, like 100%, but I can deal with animals much better now. And this is just to show that it is much better to leave things happen when we are ready, when we feel it from the inside, the call of the soul, and then to start working on these fears. When we are actually chasing someone who is not ready to let go of their fears, of the emotional from within, we are not achieving much. Very often we are actually having the opposite results, and it's normal. Nobody likes a finger in the wound. It's very, very, very painful. And when you meet your twin flame, there's very deep love out there. And it's much better to focus on this love. Because if we focus on this love, we will stop playing the game of runner-chaser. If someone starts to run away from you, it means that you are hurting them in a way, consciously or unconsciously or subconsciously. And it's good to figure out where exactly, which sore point you are touching of this person. And you step back a little bit to give them some space, to give them time to heal when the soul is ready. Because this is true love. True love, they say, is to love someone the way they are. And it is true to a very big extent, because when you love someone the way they are, you are giving them time and space to work out whatever they need to work out at their own pace and rhythm. And this is very deep already. This is a type of connection at a totally different level, which is absolutely amazing. So that's the reason why we are actually exchanging roles many times in the twin flame relationship, and we are so much hurt, all of us. Usually the ones that are the runners, they cannot understand why the other one is running away, and they are seeing the blame in them. But we have to see both sides. There's never a situation, a clash that happens between two people in which the reason is just in the one side. It's always both sides that need to work on it to fix things with peaceful discussion, very open and very honest to each other, instead of fighting and searching constantly the blame in each other. When we're searching the blame in each other, this is the expression of the ego. And again, the ego comes out as a protective mechanism, again, for the things that we are not ready. So it will come to express itself, whether it's going to be low ego or high ego, it doesn't matter. It's still going to be the expression of the ego. When someone that we give the permission to tell us what they feel about us, you know, where our weak points are, when they tell us something and we start to defend ourselves, we have to observe ourselves and to see that we are actually running away in this way from the truth of what they're telling us, because it for sure hit a sore point within us. And instead of, you know, trying to defend yourself, observe yourself. Take this as something very creative, as something that is going to help you to become a better version of yourself. Not a better person, but a better version of yourself, stronger, more balanced. Because twin flames is all about achieving balance. The balance between two polarities, two beautiful souls. And when you love your twin flame truly, it means that you love your opposite polarity, the energy that is in smaller amounts within you. And this is really grand. This is a very big achievement, because this really means true self-love. And the twin flame journey, it's all about that. Through self-love, through merging with the other half of the soul. Lots of love, beautiful souls. See you soon.